looking at the charts and price of digital assets, I can't definitely say it's bad to be hopeless because that's how investing works. Now, listen to this, you'll understand what I'm trying to illustrate.
In good times, investors tend to ignore the negatives and interpret all events positively. In not so good times, the reverse is true. In the real world, things generally fluctuate between pretty good and not so hot. But in the investment world, the swing may be from flawless to hopeless.
So currently we are somewhere around hopeless, right? And previously when the market was running high, it was flawless. But it changes like this. And as you just heard, Ford is stating that back in 2018. Now if you actually look fast forward to 2020, you can see this in this one from Davos. She's stating that, she is not thinking that the market can go into a recession now, even though the Fed is providing the liquidity and all. But what you have to think is that was in January 2020 from one of the top institutions in the world. And now, this is from Goldman Sachs. And it is showing that, this is coming out and showing you it's going to be a recessionary period. Now, what you have to understand is, when you are in a favorable expansionary economy, a little bit of error rate, like say 5% or 6% is okay. But when during an unfavorable or a recessionary period, all organizations care about their penny. Now, listen to this. I hope you'll understand the point I'm trying to illustrate.
I was really struck by Brad's comments where he said the error rate on SWIFT was almost double digits. And, when you think about financial systems and their responsibilities and, the cost of these errors, because, right, it could create liquidity problems. How do these central banks grade cross-border systems now? Like, I was just curious, could you tell us, do you like working with SWIFT, and is it state-of-the-art, or is it because it's backwards compatible to the abacus?
So just one response, very short, sharp. Marcelo?
Well, I mean, error rates in payments.
Like Swift,
they just want to go to shit.
You can see how the bankers are actually responding to this. You'll understand what's happening in the background, and they are not actually giving you anything out. Now, yes, you really have to understand that. But at the same time, with all this said, looking at the price where we are now, what you have to understand is when the price crashes, it's an opportunity. Listen to this. You'll actually understand. Even though this is an old one, this is like gold.
From history is the market goes down. It goes down a lot. The math is simple. There's been 93 years a century. This is easy to do. The market's had 50 declines of 10% or more. So 50 declines in 93 years. About once every 2 years, the market falls 10%. We call that a correction. That means that's a euphemism for losing a lot of money rapidly. But we call it a correction. And so 50 declines in 93 years, about once every 2 years, the market falls 10%. Of those 50 declines, 15 have been 25% or more. That's known as a bear market.
So if, it's really simple, do understand what you own, and if traditional markets can fall down like 25%, then volatile assets like crypto will be, just like what we are experiencing now. You don't have to be surprised in that aspect. But what you have to actually consider is the next words from him, and that's really key. You should actually understand what he's actually stating there.
Fine. You're hoping to get to 22 with it. 14 to 22 is terrific. 6 to 22 is exceptional. So you take advantage.
So whether you buy at 0.3 and reach the previous all-time high, say 3.5, just considering it's only going to all-time highs, it's okay. But if you get that from 0.1, 0.15, that's exceptional. Now, okay, continue listening.
These declines. They're going to happen. No one knows when they're going to happen. It would be people tell you about it after the fact that they predicted it, but they predicted it 53 times. And so you can.
So that's another thing. No one knows when it's actually coming. You can be prepared, like as we say in this channel, be positioned well. You can position your portfolio such that you can take the maximum profit out of it. If you see value in the video, please do hit the like, subscribe, and the bell notification icon to get notified about the future videos. Help the channel grow, reach out to more of our community members. And as you just listened to him, this is what I'm doing. Like personally, I'm taking the advantage of the current price levels and I'm buying as much as I can. Now that's not a financial advice for you guys. It's up to you to think about your portfolio and positioning yourself for the upcoming future. Having a quick look at the charts, this is XRP on a 30-minute time frame, and we can see a head and shoulder pattern emerging here. But yes, it's just getting confirmed as a record, and if it's actually moving to the upside, then the target should be somewhere around here, just above the 0.2 level. But we can see previous support was there, so it will be acting as a resistance this time. So if it's acting as a resistance this time, then you should be targeting somewhere a little below that. Still, that will be giving you up to 30-35% of profit from this breakout here. Now, if you actually look at the next chart which I have prepared here, that one is actually of Ether. Now, we were actually tracking this Ether chart previously, say from this area around 3 to 4 of March. And now we were actually targeting something below here, considering these as support level. But yes, even though the price just came there, just waited some time, played around, and then boom, it went down, right? Just below 100. Now, if you see that, what you have to understand is after that, it just came back. Now it showed you a bull candle or an up-shaped candle, corrected back, and now it is again showing some momentum. So if we are able to reach back, sorry about that, guys. Now, if we are able to reach back about 140 level, then that's like we are back into the uptrend kind of thing. But what you have to still recognize here is we were traveling in this area. So until we reach this particular level and come above that, it's still bearish. So this level can act as a resistance for the time being. Then if we actually look into the next chart, which I want to actually show you guys, that's VeChain. One of my viewers actually requested to do this, so I'm incorporating that here. Now, if you look at the entire chart, what you can see is previous high was really high. What we can say is $9.8. So where it is now is like 0.003. So previously when we are looking at XRP was 0.006 and it went around $3.8. So now if you are looking at the percentage of gain, if VeChain is only going back to its previous high, then that's like 3000x. Now yes, I'm not advocating you guys to buy this, just want to show my viewer who asked how it looks like. So previously it was a support here, now it's a resistance here, and again this level is acting as a resistance. But the good thing is the price is holding this particular level and it's getting supported, and now considering this mid level, it's above that. Previously was being resisted there, now it's above that. That's actually a good news for VeChain considering the short term cycle. Now if we actually just jump into a BTC chart to look at what the overall BTC does, because what BTC does is kind of what the entire crypto market looks like if you look at the total market, altcoin market cap. Now when we see this correction, say this 85% correction, that's okay. And if you are actually expecting something like that, say we just actually moved from that top level to this particular bottom here is around 80%. Why I'm showing this? There were many guys are stating that, oh, I missed the opportunity to buy here. Then it's not that much different this time when the price reached there. Now yes, it's not there at the moment, it's somewhere around this area, say just below 6,000. Still, it's not a bad opportunity for those who are looking to buy into it, because if you actually generally look at the total range of the pattern moving there, what you can see is there was some kind of pattern showing like this, and it's actually getting supported at this level. It was previously breaking this level, taking some time, getting supported, and then moving up. So now it came back and retested that area. I just wanted to show you guys this just quickly. This one is actually showing, can bitcoins be taxed? Now I don't know whether this one is authentic or edited something, but it's really cool looking here. Like the effect of this and similar ruling serve to diminish the attractiveness of bitcoins as a currency. Is Ripple a winner? Now they are actually talking about Ripple there, that means it's XRP. Then about this guy, I don't actually feel this guy is kind of honest. He's just trying to mislead or misinform that there is no recession coming yet. You just heard whatever it's being stated in the traditional media, and you have this here that can move money instantly around all corners of the world. And guys, that's all for today. And again, I would like to request you guys, please do hit the like, subscribe, and the bell notification icon to get notified about the future videos. Help the channel grow, reach out to more of our community members.